Today on Saltiness Isn't Bliss, I have been inspired by a recipe I saw in a magazine recently, and I'm going to put my own little spin on it. So tonight I am making mustard chicken medallions. So we want to start by preheating the oven to 375, and then in a shallow dish, it can be glass, it can be metal, we want to mix up all our ingredients, then we'll add our chicken in. So we're going to start with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of mustard. I go with a honey mustard. That one is a low sodium. All right, next up is 4 tablespoons of olive oil. I've already put 2 in there, so there's my additional 2. Cracked pepper or any style pepper to taste. So I just kind of like to go around in a circle a couple of times or a few times. 1 teaspoon each of dried thyme. Now, if you have fresh thyme at home, you can always go with that. And then dried minced garlic, again, you can use fresh garlic instead. Our last ingredient here is going to be some fresh parsley that I've chopped up. If you don't have fresh parsley on hand, you can always use dried. And now we're just going to whisk all of that together. The amount of parsley you use is up to you. I probably have about 1/3 cup here, so anywhere between 1/4 and 1/2 cup. So we just have kind of a nice glaze going here in our dish. So there are my ingredients all mixed together, and now over here I've got my chicken. So this is about 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. And what I've done is trim the fat, and then I've cut it into thick strips or medallions, if you will. This will help to speed up the cooking time, but also it's just kind of a fun, different way to prepare your chicken and eat it rather than just have your large chicken breasts that we're used to preparing and eating, but those also take so long in the oven. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of rolling each piece to get all my sides coated with those ingredients in my dish, and then just kind of spreading them out a little bit so they have a little room to cook. And you're just going to repeat those steps until everything is in the dish and coated. So this is my side dish. It's going to go with my chicken. A great thing about this, you can make it in the microwave, quick and easy, and there is 0 sodium in these green beans. So I'm just going to dump them in there. I am going to season these with some unsalted butter. Got a couple tablespoons there. I may only need 1. And then I'm going to top it with some dried crushed rosemary. My chicken is done in the oven. It did take a little bit longer than I thought, so I was hoping that it would cook a little quicker, but it was closer to and right around 20 minutes. So you'll want to just keep an eye on yours, and depending on how much you're using and how thick your slices are, you may have to cook it just a little bit longer. How delicious does that look? Now back to the green beans. The amount of butter and rosemary you put on those will be to taste, so you decide what works for you. And let's get some of this on a plate here. There it is. Dinner tonight. Thanks so much for joining me in the kitchen. See you next time.